You were supposed to come and hang out with me and Celestia. After you begged Celestia, I have the Skype screenshots. You begged her to come hang out with me. You back out because iDUBBZ tells you it's a bad idea to associate with me.
I never wanted to join Zoe's Ho Squad. People shouldn't make fun of porn stars.
Basically, she sucked up to Celestia Vega.
Also false.
Begging to be a part of Zoe's Ho Squad, but iDUBBZ told her not to, so she
That's true.
He's one of the biggest fucking YouTubers and he can't help your ass out?
Today is like, I want to feel sexy, so I'm going to, you know, feel sexy. That's what this is about today. When I did titty streaming, or whatever you want to call it, titty streaming, I felt like I was performing improv in a way. I did see it as exciting, improvisation, and I was very proud of it. I liked what I did. Yeah, damn, it's like fucking expensive, you guys. It is. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is the other thing that I want to be super transparent about it. Like, if it does happen, there's going to be a portion of it that is like a gift. Like, it's like gift. It's like combined gifts.
Well, when I'm right, I'm right. I remember I got so much crap about making that iDUBBZ girlfriend video, along with the other ones that I made. My criticisms were met with the response, "You're just jealous." And it's because I'm a woman criticizing another woman. That's always the response I get, because I couldn't possibly have valid criticisms, right? Has to be jealousy, 100% of the time. But it seems that I am now vindicated. I not only got crap about the videos that I had made and presented all evidence to back up all of my claims, but I also got crap back in the day before she was iDUBBZ's girlfriend, and I called her out for her reform booby streamer days, where she said that she wanted to put on a t-shirt with her dramatic, sad, victimizing music over her video announcing it. And iDUBBZ's girlfriend said that her intention of making that video was to change the focus of the stream. Never mind the fact that only like 2 streams later, she was back to having the focus be on her body, wearing short shorts and thigh highs and things like that. But that didn't matter. Reddit came to her defense, coming to white knight her and give her the upvotes for not being like those other whores, right? I thought you were a big fat fucking when you wore your v-neck t-shirt, but now that you've put a t-shirt on, I respect you, my friend. She even thought she was a superhero. And now look just how dumb these Reddit simps look for defending her from back then until now, calling me jealous, dismissing all of the things I present to you guys. Absolutely vindicated. Because now iDUBBZ's girlfriend is starting her new career as an online prostitute. And this was only, what, like 1 month after she just got her new fresh boob job paid for by iDUBBZ. Like, she's gonna go sell her body to the entire world like a prostitute before her boobs were even done healing. You couldn't wait for your boobs to heal before you became a prostitute? And I guess my question is, why is she doing this? She's with iDUBBZ. They've been together for years. He is rich. He's definitely at least like a millionaire. He was one of the most popular YouTubers back in the day, and he couldn't help her out. He had to subject her to prostitution? Or is it that he's sitting back and being her pimp? I don't know which one is more disgraceful. And considering the fact that he essentially financed her tits, I'm inclined to believe that he's pimping her out. There's 2 options here, or rather 2 possibilities. Number 1, she's mentally ill, or number 2, she did it out of desperation for money, because that's how prostitution works. Nobody is a happy prostitute. Nobody does it because they like to do it. That's not really the career choice of people unless they need money because they're desperate or they have mental issues, or both. I know that in the past, and based on the big iDUBBZ girlfriend video that I made, that she has a history of being a cup shaker, which is what I call somebody who pretends they're poor or broke when they're not. She says something along the lines, just to recap really quick, she says something along the lines of, I can't afford to be a vegan because it's too expensive, and this is while she was with iDUBBZ, who is probably a millionaire.
I'm on day 4 of this vegan shit, and it is way harder to do, okay, when you don't have money. You know what I've been eating for the past 3 days?
I don't know her financial situation, and I know that in the past, as shown in the other iDUBBZ girlfriend video, that she has cried over the fact that she's no longer successful because she's not selling her body anymore, which is why I think she went back to what she was doing, and even worse now, and just becoming a straight up e-prostitute.
But I feel like I've just been slowly deteriorating ever since I've changed from Rainbow Kids. You know, and it's just been dying and dying and dying and dying, and now it's like dead. I'm crying in dog makeup. Come on. I want to cry in dog makeup. So stupid.
But then again, the question beckons, why is iDUBBZ not helping her then? Why does she have to resort to online prostitution? So then, supporting the fact that iDUBBZ and her have been together for years, and he's a millionaire, and he can support her, I have to also think, maybe it's also the mental issues, because maybe somehow she just isn't getting enough validation and attention, even though she gets that on default just by being iDUBBZ's girlfriend. Is she really that hard up for validation and attention? And is it really worth her ruining her life? Because now it's going to be awkward having kids. It's awkward having kids when they can easily just look up your pornography. It's kind of embarrassing, and it kind of makes the kids feel bad too. It lowers their self-esteem, and it alters and affects what your kids will think about you. And it also affects how people look at iDUBBZ, because your partner, your significant other, is an extension of yourself. And because your significant other is an extension of you, whatever they do reflects on you. And so how do you guys think that reflects on iDUBBZ as a person when his girlfriend's going out and having to prostitute herself? I don't really think she's doing it for fun. I don't think people, unless they have mental illness, are out there causing themselves mental issues by being an online prostitute, stuff that has long-term effects on you, what others think of you. And in her case, she has Muslim parents. Her dad is Muslim. She said that he was the reason that she stopped booby streaming, so to speak. She did a lot more than that in the first place.
It actually was my father that made me stop doing the titty streaming completely.
So she has a lot to lose here. Her father is Muslim. That doesn't line up with his beliefs for his daughter to be a prostitute online. Her mother was a converted Muslim, or is one, and is conservative. I don't know how they feel about it. I can't imagine if that were my daughter. And I bet in doing this sort of online prostitution, she probably lost a lot of friends too, or they think differently of her or treat her different. So I find it very hard to believe that she's just doing this for fun. Who would cause this much stress to themselves for fun? That's not very fun. And prostitutes don't become prostitutes, again, unless it's mental illness, desperation, or both. Because you need that validation, you need to feel accepted, or you need money. And let me tell you guys, there's no such thing as a happy prostitute. That is a bold-faced lie. They try to sell you this life like it's glamorous, and it's not. You lose a lot. There is a lot to lose, like your future. And people do it out of 2 reasons, or both: mental illness or financial problems, because they don't want to go get a job at McDonald's. Or I guess the third option is being sex trafficked, which happens a lot and goes hand in hand with prostitution. So if someone tries to sell you the lie that prostitution in any form, whether it's online or in real life, they're both prostitution, just know that it is a lie, and that there's no such thing as a happy prostitute, and people don't do it for fun, and it's not empowering at all. And people will try to make it seem like it is so that they themselves can cope. That is a self-cope. And I think that iDUBBZ's girlfriend is coping by pretending that this is something she wants to do. But if that's the case, then how come back in the day iDUBBZ didn't want her to do it?
Basically, she sucked up to Celestia Vega,
Also false.
begging to be a part of Zoe's Ho Squad, but iDUBBZ told her not to, so she
That's
teed.
true.
he stopped her from becoming one before, but now suddenly that changed. I guess he just lost his integrity over time or something. Or maybe iDUBBZ just isn't making money like he used to, so he doesn't want to dig in his savings account, so he puts his girlfriend up for sale. Maybe iDUBBZ isn't making the money he used to, and he just doesn't want to dig into his savings account, so he puts his girlfriend up for sale. But I have a controversial opinion, and it's really sad that this is a controversial opinion to begin with, but I don't think that women should be up for sale. Women shouldn't be for sale, period. And that's why it's extra disgraceful that iDUBBZ, of all people, a successful, what I assume to be millionaire, a successful YouTuber who can generate more money if he really tried, would put his girlfriend up for sale. And if it's not him doing it, if it's not him pimping her out, why is he not getting her mental health help? She clearly is mentally ill if she has a supportive boyfriend who has money to support her and she still wants to do it, or he's willing to provide for her and she still wants to do it. She's looking for a validation in somewhere she's not going to get it, and she's destroying her life in her most, I have to say the word, fertile years, so to speak, where she's supposed to be having kids and getting married to this guy. Aside from this video being about how I was vindicated and I was right about her whole, what she did was art shtick being incorrect and that it was just her preemptively being a prostitute, I think that we need to focus on the bigger picture in that women shouldn't be for sale, and especially not when they're the girlfriends of huge YouTubers, and that when this happens, those people need to be held accountable for that, and we should not be endorsing this sort of behavior because it's going to lead down a dark path. She's eventually going to regret this, especially if she accidentally or plans to have children. Also, the fact that other girls are looking at this, they're saying, oh, iDUBBZ's girlfriend's being a prostitute, that means it's okay if I go do it. And then you have girls in the masses mentally damaging themselves even further, or trying to psych themselves into thinking it's okay because they did it out of desperation for money. They're like, oh, well, if a millionaire's girlfriend does it, it must be fun, when that's not how it is at all. And you guys are going to see that I'm right. And you can look into the statistics for suicide rates and depression rates for prostitutes if you don't believe me. And yes, to be clear, pornography is a form of prostitution. I am talking about general prostitution, online, offline, with a camera, does not matter. It's not going to be very empowering and cute like Belle Delphine when these girls are going to end up killing themselves. And even as much as I don't like iDUBBZ's girlfriend, and I think she's a hypocrite, she's a proven liar, and I've proved that in my videos, but that doesn't change the fact that even her, she doesn't deserve that, and I think that she also does it because not only her mental issues and maybe financial issues, which is like why, once again, her boyfriend is iDUBBZ, but I also think it's because once these girls get into it, they think that they can't get out of it. They think that once they take that stance, that they have to have that stance forever, because whatever you do stays online, right? Everyone knows you were selling your body and all that, right? The photos are there forever. So they feel kind of like trapped by it. But even if those photos are there forever, you have the power to turn this bad thing into something where other girls can learn from it, and don't try to become a prostitute like you did. Because right now, iDUBBZ's girlfriend is on Twitter talking about, oh, everyone has their own boundaries and it's okay. So basically she's saying it's okay to do what she's doing, and it's not. I think that this happening in addition to the video that I had just made yesterday about how Pornhub hosts sex traffic victims and their abuse on their website and verifies them for other men to watch and consume and pleasure themselves to. I think that all of this supports the fact that the more you allow prostitution legally or morally by encouraging it and saying it's okay, the more rampant it becomes and the more women become subject to being put up for sale. When we see even famous YouTubers' girlfriends becoming prostitutes, we have to ask ourselves, why is prostitution becoming more popular? And I see this with my own two far apart eyes as well. I had my own friends, people that I would watch their streams and I had talked to them, beautiful, smart women who had really good skills, whether it be singing, dancing, or they were good at art. They had their own little nifty things they would do on stream. And guess what? Because they couldn't make enough money off of streaming, they turned to prostitution. and also because of mental illness in some cases as well. And that's really sad to see that people I know become prostitutes out of financial need. So the more you enable it to happen and the more you encourage it, the more it's going to happen. And the people encouraging it include the perverts that go to women's streams or their YouTube comments, whatever it may be, and tell them to show their body parts, show your tits, show your ass. Let me see your ass. I'll pay this much to see your tits and ass. You are enabling it. You are part of the problem. You are why prostitution is becoming a problem. You are why pornography is becoming such a big issue to where children are getting addicted to it. Like I said yesterday in the video I made on Twitch, they now have pornographic anime AIs on Twitch, partnered by Twitch, where kids can just readily access it. Twitch is a site for everyone. It's not even an 18+ site. I mean, come on, this is a problem. Let's not be dishonest about it. Let's not be in denial. Let's see it for what it is. Let's put the fact that your pee-pee is hard aside. I don't care if you want to pull your peeper and you watch pornography. You contribute to the problem. There are sex traffic victims on porn sites and people don't even know about it. Probably thousands of cases people don't even know about, especially in light of the recent cases coming out of it. The more that people are in denial about prostitution and pornography being harmful and a detriment to our society, the more we're going to have sex traffic victims and their abuse uploaded on Pornhub, and the more we're going to have women being put up for sale and subject to prostitution because you allowed it in the first place. Prostitution, pornography, and being taken advantage of and being exploited are not separate concepts. They can't be separated. There's no such thing as ethical porn. There's no such thing as ethical prostitution. If you guys agree with the controversial opinion that women shouldn't be put up for sale and that we shouldn't be endorsing every e-celebrity that turns to prostitution, be sure to share this video and give it a like. It's really important because I don't feel like enough people are saying this or putting this out there. These videos take really long to make. I have to take days off of streaming, which is my main income, just to make them. So if you appreciate this video, go ahead and do me a favor by subscribing and also checking the Amazon link down below. All you have to do is click it and just buy your normal Amazon stuff that you would have anyway, and it gives me a commission back. But if you would like to take it a step further, I have other ways you could do that. I have a Patreon and so on, so just check the description below. And I also have a Discord that you can join in return for that. So thank you again, everyone, and hopefully this video will get some support and some people will see that I'm vindicated. And if they don't, just know that I will be vindicated once again.
I think you picked the wrong side.